Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are uncovering a truly magical story all about the absolute power of kindness and teamwork. We're looking at the brilliant themes hidden inside the beloved tale, Room on the Broom. If you've been looking for the ultimate blueprint on how to explain the importance of friendship and inclusivity to young children, well, this is it. It's a story that masterfully wraps deep, foundational life lessons inside a wildly entertaining, stormy adventure. So get comfortable and let's explore how a simple broomstick becomes the absolute perfect metaphor for building an incredible community.
So, let's kick things off by asking ourselves a really fun question about sharing. Kind of like our generous witch sharing her broom. What actually happens when you share your favorite toy with lots of friends? Now, for young kids, sharing can sometimes feel like a loss, right? It feels like giving up something precious. But posing this question opens up a completely different perspective. As we'll see, sharing doesn't take away from the fun, it actually multiplies it. And the witch in our story? She is the perfect example of this in action.
All right, let's move into our first section, Meet the Flying Friends. It's a beautiful story of friendship.
Notice the amazing little pattern happening here as the dog, bird, and frog each help the witch find something precious she lost in the wild, stormy wind. First, the witch loses her tall hat, and a dog bounds right out of the bushes to politely return it. Next, her ginger plait comes undone as she loses her bow, and a green bird shrieks from a tree, bringing it right back. Finally, her magic wand falls into a pond, and a dripping wet frog politely returns it. It's a brilliant sequence that shows kids exactly how friendships often start, with a simple, helpful, and polite act of kindness toward a stranger in need.
Now, instead of just flying alone with her cat, the witch enthusiastically makes room on her broom for every single animal who asks for a ride. Every time one of these helpful animals asks, "Is there room on the broom for a dog or a bird or a frog like me?" the witch doesn't even hesitate. She just cries out, "Yes!" That single word is incredibly powerful. She's actively choosing inclusivity. She isn't worried about her space being invaded. She's genuinely thrilled to invite new friends along for the ride. It's such a wonderful demonstration for kids about being open, welcoming, and generous with what you have.
Which brings us to our next section, a heavy problem. Because sometimes generosity gets pretty heavy.
When the joyful frog bounds on and starts jumping with joy, the broom suddenly snaps, sending the cat, dog, and frog tumbling down into a bog. Snap! It's a highly dramatic moment. You can just imagine the total shock. Now, from a storytelling perspective, this is fantastic because it shows kids that being generous and sharing sometimes comes with unexpected challenges. The witch accommodated absolutely everyone, and because of that extra weight and the frog's joyful jumping, her trusty broom literally breaks in two. The friends fall to the ground, and suddenly, the witch's half-broomstick flies up into a cloud, leaving her completely alone.
And that leads us right into the next section, the scary dragon, a terrifying threat.
So, a terrifying dragon draws near, licking his lips and planning to make the poor witch his completely alone, very tasty feast. He actually says, "Maybe this once I'll have a witch without chips." No way, right? It's terrifying. The witch is grounded, she has no magic to fly away, her friends are nowhere to be seen, and this roaring dragon is ready to eat her. It is the ultimate test. It shows a moment of sheer vulnerability, and it perfectly sets the stage for the true value of the friendships she just spent the entire first half of the story building.
Luckily, we have our next section, Teamwork Saves the Day. It's all about standing together.
This moment brilliantly illustrates the power of teamwork, as the four friends rise from a ditch together to pretend to be one giant scary beast. Think about this description for a second. A tall, dark, sticky, feathered, and furred creature with four frightful heads. If you break that down, what is it really? It's the cat, the dog, the bird, and the frog. They're covered in mud from the bog, squawking, croaking, meowing, and barking all at the exact same time. By combining their unique individual traits, the fur, the feathers, their distinct voices, they create an illusion so terrifying that it stops a hungry dragon dead in its tracks. This is the ultimate lesson for kids. When we bring our individual strengths together, we become an absolute powerhouse.
So the crucial takeaway here is that they bravely stood up to the dragon to protect the witch, causing the terrifying dragon to splutter, apologize, and fly away in fear. Think about the intense loyalty here. They were perfectly safe in that bog. They could have just stayed hidden, but they stood up and declared, "Buzz off, that's my witch." Because the witch had previously opened her space to them and shown them such kindness, they immediately risked their own lives to save hers. The dragon is so scared by this united front that he physically shakes, apologizes for his mistake, and flies right off into the sky. It's a beautiful, triumphant moment, proving that kindness is always, always repaid.
To celebrate being safe, the grateful witch fills her cauldron and asks everyone to throw something in so she can mutter a spell. Now notice how the witch doesn't just do the magic alone. She asks for everyone's participation. The frog brings a lily, the cat brings a cone, the bird brings a twig, and the dog brings a bone. Every single one of them contributes something unique from their environment to the cauldron. It's a collaborative effort from start to finish, teaching kids that when everyone pitches in, you can create something truly spectacular together.
Which leads us to our final section, the magic of friendship, and a magnificent reward. Because they all work together, outzooms a truly magnificent broom with special, comfortable room for every single friend to ride. Think about the old broom for a minute. It was just a standard, basic stick. It was crowded and easily snapped in the wind. But look at what their combined magic creates, a truly magnificent new broom. It has actual seats for the witch, the cat, and the dog. It has a custom nest perfectly suited for the bird. It literally has a shower just for the dripping wet frog. The witch didn't just rebuild her old life, she upgraded it so that everyone's specific needs were perfectly accommodated. This beautifully teaches young minds that true friendship honors and celebrates exactly what makes each person unique.
This explainer perfectly highlights our most important lessons. Sharing what you have leads to making great friends who will have your back when things get scary. Here are the ultimate takeaways we found. 1. Always be kind, just like the animals returning the lost items. 2. Share what you have, just like the witch making room on her broom. And 3. Friends stick together, just like the muddy beast scaring away the dragon. It is a perfect, simple roadmap for young children learning how to navigate the social world. When you give generously, you build a solid support system that will carry you through any storm or, protect you from any dragon.
To wrap up, think about how you can share your broom today and remember the incredible magic of friendship. Whether it's making room at the lunch table, sharing a toy, or just helping someone find something they lost, we all have the power to create a truly magnificent community. So I want to leave you with this. How can you be a good friend today? I hope this explainer has inspired you to see the absolute magic in everyday kindness. Go out there, make some room on your broom, and I'll catch you on the next explainer.